Welcome back to Chop's Garage, James here. Now today is the day that we're going to get brave. I've been putting it off. We're going to be cutting this out, ready for the Sebring body kit to be fitted in. So 2 lines, one that's going to be joggled down so we can try and flush fit the wing. I know there will still be some filling and sanding and so forth to do. So the inside line is what we're cutting to. Our weapon of my choice. The boys bought me a gift on my birthday a little while ago, one of these little Parkside plasma cutters. I've used it a few times, and if you're careful you can get a nice clean cut with it, so we're going to give that a go. If I'm not happy with the way that works out, I'll go back to a cutting disc, but we'll give the little plasma cutter a go, see how we get on with that. So no more chat, time to get brave and start cutting. Stop recording. So there we have it. I cut around the arch here to get the panel off. You can see that the plasma cutter hasn't left the smoothest of surfaces, but that's probably my guidance, but it does obviously blow the metal out, so it leaves a slightly uneven surface. So I will go around this with a flat wheel and tidy that up. And then obviously I need to make my decisions on where I want to cut the arch back to. So what we'll do is fit the arch back on again, the new arch, the Sebring arch, and have a look at where it meets this and make some decisions on how much of this arch to cut away. So with the arch taped on just temporarily, you can see where we are in terms of the wheel arch, how much of a gap there is. There's a good 4 inches between the old wheel arch and the outside, this fiberglass one. So basically I can cut away quite a lot of that. So what I'll do now is I'll start to take up some measurements and decide where exactly to cut the arch. You can see from this angle as well the old arch and the new arch. So I can cut, and then the idea will be to join skin here. Get some light on it for you. Join the skin here to the outside, the inside of this new arch here. Okay. So this is my plan. From what I read, the 15-inch wheels don't actually need bigger arches other than the lip rolling on the original wheel arches to fit. So it doesn't seem that I need to take an excessive amounts off. So what I'm going to do is, my plan is to cut this section out here and then to cut slots up in this direction and hammer and dolly these out to meet the new arches, or close to meet the new arches, so that I don't have to use so much fiberglass to join the two parts together. So we'll give that a go and see how it works out. If that doesn't work out, I can just come back and trim these off, and I'll put a fiberglass piece in to meet the other arch. Let's give it a go. stop recording. Start recording. So what we have now is the trimmed down arch, and then I've cut the slots to my first mark all the way along, and I've just been able to sort of bend them out by hand here. So we'll put the arch on now and see how close they are to reaching meeting the new fiberglass arch when fitted. This is about the height that it wants to be. Now I don't want to stick these up because it'll look strange when it's inside the arch, so I want to keep them at that sort of angle. But what this allows me to now do is I can actually now bond something or weld a piece of metal out here to meet the outer arch. Just got to take measurements for exactly where that needs to be, and then I can fit it and just trim to make it fit nicely, because otherwise you've got to use fiberglass between here and the inside of the arch, and just won't be as nice. If I can get metal in there instead, I want to do metal. Plan B, actually, I'm looking at this, I'm thinking even welding these up, they'll end up being rust traps. So what I'm going to do is cut all the way across here and then weld a piece of metal out to the right length to meet the inside of the arch with a folded lip on it that I can then put some kind of put the tiger seal on and bond on that way. So I think that's the way we're going to go with it, rather than this, because I think this is just prone to being a rust trap later on.